Hi, it's Mark at FBA2USA. Come to FBA2USA.com for hints and tips on getting started selling on Amazon Seller Central if you live outside the USA, or even if it's just your product that's starting life outside the USA in China or manufactured somewhere else. This little tip is just a quick one. Many of you will sell products which are eligible to be listed as parent and child items. In other words, where there's a range of the product, but you could choose a different size or a different color of that product per your preference. It's always tempting to bundle together all the products that you can so that you get the maximum benefit for any reviews that you get. For example, if you've got 4 colors of a product and you put them all together, they will appear as different color variations on the right hand side of your product offering, with the main one or whichever one has the earliest alphabetical color listing as the main product image. So that's great if it's something that you sell in roughly even numbers of different colors, or where you want to learn which color is the most popular. But be careful. It's not always a good idea to bundle together parent and child listing items. If, for example, you have a product where there are many variations of the color, but there's one standout that makes 80% of your sales, then lumping that together with all the ones that don't could actually be detrimental. On your website, it wouldn't matter too much because you can control how it's displayed and make sure that people see what you want them to see. And you can make the other colors look complementary to the main image color, and you can get a benefit from doing this. On Amazon, you're limited to what you can actually achieve by listing all the colors together. What you might find is that all you actually do is end up confusing people who are never going to be engaged with your shop and storefront anyway. Let's face it, people on Amazon are browsing and making quick purchases, they're making additional purchases, and sometimes they're actually just buying your product as an add-on to something else. So you don't want to confuse them, you don't want to offer them too many choices, and unless a choice is an obvious part of the product, such as the size of a shoe, for example, then perhaps don't obviously list the choices together. You can put them together to start with, see which one sells the best, and then potentially even just cancel the listings for the colors that aren't selling so well, for example. You might find that actually boosts sales. So always keep examining it. Don't do what I said just because I said it's a good idea. Work out what works for your product, test it, and don't be afraid to, well, not lose money, but make less money to find something out that's actually of much more value so that you can correct it for the future. You should always be testing your store, your copy, your images, and everything else to see what works best. There's no point in making $500 a day if that's all you're ever going to make. Alright, this was Mark at FBA2USA.com. Come to FBA2USA.com if you want more hints and tips like this. Thanks.